She only went to the bathroom for a moment, and that tiny decision ended up saving her life. The turbulence hit so suddenly it launched her into the air. One minute she was reaching for the stall door, and the next she was waking up in a twisted, frozen wreck. The plane had slammed into an iceberg mid-flight. Debris and snow filled every corner. Disoriented but alive, she pushed open the bathroom door and stepped into a nightmare. Metal frames torn apart, snow gusting through shattered windows, and no sign of life. She searched the wreckage, heart pounding, calling out for anyone. Then she saw them, her loved ones, frozen where they sat. It had been weeks. Fighting back tears, she pulled on a thermal jacket and headed deeper into the fuselage. Bodies still buckled into their seats made it clear. No one had time to react. But just as despair began to set in, she heard a voice, a faint, desperate call from beneath some wreckage. She dug frantically until she uncovered a man, barely alive, but breathing. His name was Chang. And from that moment on, the two of them had no one but each other. Together, they scavenged supplies and made their way toward the mountain's edge. But the only way down was straight down. Chang led the way, but for her, crippled by a fear of heights, it was torture. Her legs trembled. One wrong step, and she was gone. She slipped, but Chang caught her just in time. They clung to that cliff face, inching down sideways until she got wedged behind a sharp rock. Paralyzed with fear, she couldn't move until Chang reached out and pulled her through. But just as they thought they'd made it, the path vanished. Chang made a wild leap, using a tree to break his fall. Now it was her turn. She froze, but Chang didn't let up. "You can do this," he whispered. "Just jump." With her last ounce of courage, she did. They survived the fall, but not without cost. Her landing shattered Chang's phone. He didn't even flinch. In this wilderness, a broken phone meant nothing. He tossed it aside, took her hand, and kept moving. Soon, they found a cave. Shelter, safety, finally. But as they neared it, her legs gave out, and that's when Chang saw it, a wall of snow crashing down toward them. He screamed her name. Everything went white. When she opened her eyes, she couldn't move. She was buried alive. But Chang was already digging, bare hands clawing through the snow, refusing to lose her. At the very last second, he pulled her free. As night fell, he dragged her into the cave. They survived because he never gave up, and when the sun rose, they walked, limping, frozen, but alive, toward the distant hope of rescue.